Sis Ashley here. So I wanted to talk about the tongue, and this topic is very personal because I am working on my tongue and controlling the tongue, and I will be going over James 3 from 5 to 12. So James 3 from 5 to 12 is very simple in interpreting, right? And this is why I like James so much, because it's very easy to interpret. So in James 3, it says, verse 5, it said, even so the tongue is a little member, and boasteth great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindleth. So the tongue is very small, but yet it could boast great things, big things. Behold, a great matter, a little fire. It's very small, but yet it could start a fire, right? And in verse 6, it says, the tongue, it compares the tongue to a fire. It says, and the tongue is a word of iniquity. So is a tongue amongst our member. So when you think of word iniquity, unholy, unrighteous, sin, it's basically, and although it's small member, it defileth the whole body, because what you speak with your mouth, and the whole body will cause the whole body to sin. It said, and set it on fire the course of nature, and it is set on fire of hell. When you think of fire, you think of something that always affect, something, it burns it. And that's what the tongue does. It devours whatever it interacts with if you don't use it the right way, right? It says, for every kind of beasts and of birds and of serpents and of all things in the sea is tame and have been tamed by mankind. We control all these things. We control the animal, we control the sea, we control everything. But look what 8 says. But the tongue can no man tame. It is unruly evil, full of deadly poison. We control everything else, but we cannot control our tongue. It's a lot of people, when you are communicating with people, you say, I'm not going to say this, I'm not going to say this. You even prepare yourself before you have that interaction with someone, and you end up saying what you said you weren't going to say, because the tongue is very hard to tame and is very unruly. But what did 9 says? Therefore we bless God, even the Father, and therefore we men, which are made after his. Therefore we bless we God, even the Father, therefore curse we men, which are made and cursing. My brethren, these things are not to be. The moral of the story, we got to learn to control our tongue. Our tongue, it's small, but it causes great harm, especially when we use it to curse others, to talk bad about others, bad news about people, to talk down on people. This tongue is so dangerous, and it has so much power over our body, so much power over our life, because it's very hard for us to control it. And because of this, because our tongue is so important, that before we speak, we think, is this what are we gonna say next? Is it gonna be harmful, or is it gonna help build someone up? We have to think before we speak. We have to use our godly conscience before we speak, because with this tongue we could speak life, and with this tongue we could destroy people with it. And with that being said, please let us tame our tongue. Please let us control our tongue and use our tongue for the glory of God.